So take a look at how we designed the new chassis. So the guys just got the tongue put on here. This is a fixed tongue, so it's bolted, it's rigid to the chassis. And then that frame member going from the tractor hitch all the way up, and then it goes right back down into the rear axle. So we're making sure that we keep all of those forces going right into where they need to go. It makes for a really strong machine. It's a machine that's gonna last generations, and we're proud of all the effort and design work that we put into it with this brand new chassis design. So take a look at 2130's new main drive system. So this is now a 5C versus a 4C arrangement. So a much wider belt, still got tried and true high quality bearings, bushings, shivs. Then we've incorporated an auto tensioner into this main drive belt. So you put the preload in it and then you set it and forget it. You know, we've had the single chain drive system for our disc separator for some time now, but for 2130, it's standard. It eliminates all of, some of the older generations had little triangle chains. So you no longer have that, and you just got one main drive chain. You know, it's on the little details, and with a machine that is unpainted, doesn't have its finish coat on it, and you can really see, like, just for example, this disc separator, it starts with high quality grade 8 fasteners here, high quality sprockets, faced and centered shafts. It's all those little details that add up that you can really see before we put the finish coat on a machine. So this 2130 just came out of our paint shop, and it's in our finish off area where we're putting on all the components that don't or shouldn't have paint put on them. And one of which is our hydraulic systems. And one thing I noticed, you see here, see that little yellow identification ring? So that helps our assembly guys ensure that we're using the right hose in the right spot, and they're making the right connection. But it stays on the machine. So one day when this has to be serviced, again, you can understand the hose, where it goes to very easily. And it's those little details that, you know, they help us on the assembly line, but they'll also help our customers in the future. You know, let me show you a little detail that I love to see. Little witness mark made with a Sharpie marker. So that right there tells me, and it tells all of our team members, that the team member that installed that fitting and put that hose on, they torqued it, they indexed it, and then they marked it complete. And so that ensures that when you're putting these machines together, you don't inadvertently forget a fitting. If it's not marked, then it needs to go back, get rechecked, and then marked as complete. But it's those little details that are what AMADAS quality is all about. Take a look at the new right side shielding on the 2130. It's a new material we're using. You know, it keeps everybody safe, yet you can still see in it to some of the critical drivetrain components as it's running through the field. You know, our disc separator that we use in our peanut combines is a tried and true design, proven technology, and you know, there are some mimics out there in the marketplace now. You know, they do things differently. You know, they use a plastic disc type with a clamped on construction, but you know, the way we do it is just, this is the way, if you want a disc separator to last years and years of faithful service, this is the way you build it. High quality spring steel disc. They're going to keep their tooth for many, many seasons. Steel bushings. High quality shafts, bearings, just the whole 9 yards. This is how you build a really high quality disc separator. Not every day you get to walk up underneath a machine like this, but perfect opportunity to look at this area of the 2130. So this is your concave extraction. So threshed peanuts coming out of the picking cylinders come through there, and we've increased this area substantially. So this is what's allowing the machine to really excel in separation and threshing capacity. We're able to get the peanuts out sooner and quicker, and that's the name of the game in a good running peanut combine. So separator cylinders, your cammed cylinders that are moving the material, the vine up and over and out the back of the machine, and then the peanuts fall through onto the concaves and make their way down to the separator. So this is a pretty cool feature on new to 2130. This separator bar used to be a welded bar, so it had little ringlets on it and then a welded end plate to hold your cam bearing. This now is not a weldment, it's just a laser cut tube, and then you bolt on the separator bushings and the bearing mount. You know me, I harp on all the little details, but look at that. So that is one bolt that holds the separator springs in. So they used to be 2 bolts and a retainer. So it's all those little things that add up, like when you do your servicing or you have to work on the machine, you know, that's half the bolts that you need to take out when you need to replace your separator springs. So taking a close look at our threshing system on the 2130, it's still a 4-cylinder picking cylinder threshing system, 96 inches wide. But when you look closely at things like the drum center, this used to be a 4-inch diameter, now it's a 5-inch. So all of that's gotten beefed up, starting with the drum, and then it goes out to the picking cylinder bars are now 1.5 inch bars. And then they're paired up with much heavier duty picking springs. This is a new spring, not your older 7008s. And they're paired with 1/2 inch hardware. And overall, it just makes a really strong, really rugged threshing system that's meant for the toughest and the harshest of conditions. So the 2130 has incorporated our drop-down tailboard. So prior generations, like your 2120, this tailboard, to remove it, to gain access to clean underneath the disc separator, you would remove all of these 1/4 inch bolts and then pull the tailboard off. Now, you just simply turn this buckle on either side and the tailboard will hinge down. So you don't lose your adjustment and you get quick access without any tools to underneath the disc separator. So as the crop gets threshed in your picking cylinders, it makes its way back into the separation system. And new for 2130 is this design of stripping rotor that sits behind the number 4 cylinder. So you'll notice that this is no longer a sheet metal finned design. It is now a square tubing with bolted on urethane cleats. And this makes the material disperse a lot more evenly, and it makes your separation system a lot more efficient and effective. Little details like that right there. That doesn't seem like a lot, but you know, these machines are meant to run decades and decades. And after 20, 30 years of use, this little boss for the overhead teeth can tend to get wallowed out. So we put a little bit more effort in it, but we know for the lifespan of the machine, having a bolt-on boss is going to be a much better option for the long-term cost of ownership. So it's these little details that really add up. You know, anybody that's worked on a peanut combine can appreciate this little detail on all of our shafts. So that's a center drilled feature. Costs a little bit extra money, but it's worth it. So when you put your gear puller on to take off that worn out sprocket or change that bearing eventually, Having that little indentation for your gear puller can mean all the difference in the world. Let's take a look at the new 2130 peanut tank, and in particular the auger system that we got. So the augers are now closer together and they're larger. They're 16 inches in diameter versus 14, which makes it substantially bigger down in the throat area. And they can move crop about twice as fast as prior generation with less LSKs and better harvest quality.